Most fat loss advice is built for people who are hungry all the time.
High volume foods are one of the most important things when it comes to weight loss.
So volume eating is eating a ton of food, take up a ton of volume on your plate and in your stomach. Vegetables are some of the best high volume foods.
But on GLP-1s like Ozempic, Mounjaro, or Wegovy, you're fighting the opposite battle. You can't finish your meals. If you follow typical fat loss advice and eat salads and broccoli until you're stuffed, maybe you'll lose 30 pounds. Half of it could be lean muscle. Here's what nobody tells you about being on GLP-1. When your appetite crashes and you can barely finish a couple of hundred calories in one sitting, every calorie then have to fight for its life. And if you waste that limited appetite on low protein, high volume food that are nutritionally poor, you'll lose muscle, feel like crap, and end up tired or even constipated during the weight loss. My name is Tuan, and I've helped over 100 transform their body. But this year alone, I helped over 50 clients shed fat and gain muscle while being on GLP-1, and I can also help you with that if you want to look good when the weight comes off. But in this video, I want to show you 3 simple meals that is perfect when you're on GLP-1 to make sure that the weight you're losing is actually fat, not muscle. Food that makes you feel great while losing the weight too. And these meals check every box. High protein, 30 to 60 grams each. The last one is almost 60 grams. Low in calorie, all under 500 calories. Packed with vitamins and minerals, and they are easy to finish even with a low appetite. So let's get into these meals. Recipe 1 is a berry smoothie. Perfect if you struggle with a low appetite because it's much easier to drink your calories than to eat them. Here's how you make it. Start with 0.4 liters of water. That's about 13 ounces. Add a small banana, about 5 inches, which honestly isn't that small. 5 inches in some cases is way too much. Then 125 grams of frozen blackberries, 125 grams of frozen raspberries. We use blackberries and raspberries instead of strawberries or blueberries because they are way higher in fiber. And 1 scoop of protein powder, berry or strawberry flavored works best. I recommend using this whey protein powder, but if you're Asian, lactose intolerant like me, use this vegan protein powder. Blend it. So here's why this recipe is great for GLP-1. So one really common thing I've noticed with a lot of my clients on GLP-1 is that they struggle with constipation. And the reason is that they're really not eating enough food, which means they're not getting enough fiber. So you need 25 to 38 grams of fiber daily, and how much you need depends on your gender, age, and size. But normal food only usually gives you 14 grams of fiber every 1,000 calories, and that is not enough when you can barely eat 1,500 calories a day, for example. This smoothie has 13 grams of fiber in just 351 calories. I'll get into the macros later. Also, another reason why people is constipated is because they're lactose intolerant with actually knowing this, because way more people are actually lactose intolerant even if they're not Asian. So if you drink a protein shake and feel bloated and can't take a shit, do yourself a favor and people around you a favor, switch to a vegan protein before turning your workplace into an off switch. But if you're not lactose intolerant though, go for the whey protein. It's a little bit more bioavailable, the protein there. And here are the proteins I recommend. There will be no affiliate links in the description because my recommendations aren't incentivized by some affiliate deal. This is actually what I personally recommend to my clients also. Final macros: 351 calories, 32 grams of protein, 42 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat, and 13 grams of fiber. Making this smoothie only takes 2 minutes. It's easy to drink, it's not too filling, and you don't need to be Gordon Ramsay to make it.
Wishy-washy, not even seasoned, you donkey!
By the way, all the recipes in this video and the shopping list is in the second link in the description if you want them. So recipe 2 is rolled oats with berry Greek yogurt, and this one is perfect for breakfast or a pre-workout. And here's how you make it. Start heating up water in a kettle, then add 25 grams of dry rolled oats into a container. Add 1 scoop of protein powder. Berry flavor works best here. Then pour in the hot water. The water ratio should be 1:1 to the oats and protein. Mix it really well so the protein doesn't clump up. Cover it and let it steep for 3 to 4 minutes. While that's steeping, we're making our own berry Greek yogurt. Add just a tiny amount of water to your blender to make it easier to mix. Then add 100 grams of non-fat Greek yogurt. In the US, they call it zero fat. Other countries call it non-fat, but it's the same thing. Make sure it's plain natural, no flavor. Toss in 70 grams of frozen blackberries and raspberries. Blend it. Once your oats are done steeping, pour the berry yogurt on top. Then add 50 grams of fresh mango and 50 grams of blueberries. Done. So this meal is like a protein-packed smoothie bowl with oats. This meal is so easy to eat because it's super fruity, it's super fresh, it's borderline a fruit salad, just loaded with protein and fiber, of course. Final macros: 426 calories, 44 grams of protein, 45 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fat, 11 grams of fiber. So this recipe has 44 grams of protein. And it only takes 5 minutes to make. Whether you're on GLP-1s or not, to build or keep as much muscle as possible during a weight loss, you need...
Awesome, I love protein.
Are you guys talking about protein? I love protein. I love protein too.
Protein rocks.
Protein.
Now, this recipe has 44 grams of protein, which is a lot for a meal, but how much protein do you really need daily though? So, this meta-analysis found that adding more and more protein helps, but the benefits plateaus at around 1.6 gram per kg. Don't worry, I'll save you the calories from converting. It's 0.73 gram per pound of body weight. I think personally you should at least aim for 0.73 gram each pound you weigh. So if you weigh 190 pounds, you should at least get 139 gram every day. And if you can get more than 0.73 gram of protein, it will only help you with fat loss because 1 gram of protein is more filling than 1 gram of carbs or 1 gram of fat. So it actually helps with reducing appetite and hunger levels. And protein also have a higher thermic effect, which means your body burns more calories digesting and metabolizing protein, which can help you support your weight loss goals. Recipe 3 is a Mediterranean chicken bowl, and this one is savory but protein packed. And here's how you make it. Start with 150 grams of cooked chicken breast, 200 grams raw, though if you want to cook it yourself. I recommend get it pre-made from the hot food section or ordering just plain chicken breast from Nando's or something. If you want to cook it yourself, season it and put it in an air fryer. Toss 40 grams of pre-washed arugula or rocket, as it's called in other countries. Add your sliced chicken, then add 100 grams of avocado, that's about half an avocado, then 50 grams of sliced cherry tomatoes, and 40 grams of fat-free, also known as zero fat, also known as non-fat feta cheese. Final macros: 501 calories, 58 grams of protein, insane protein to calorie ratio, 8 grams of carbs, 23 grams of fat, 8 grams of fiber, and it takes only 5 minutes to make it, 15 minutes if you want to air fry the chicken yourself though. These recipes aren't meant to be your exact diet, they're just meant to show you how to hit your protein and fiber target easily without spending hours prepping, without eating massive amount of food when you have zero appetite, or without eating a lot of calories. And let's look at all the 3 meals combined. Total macros for all the 3 meals: 1,278 calories, 134 grams of protein, 94 grams of carbs, 28 grams of fat, and 32 grams of fiber. And because these meals are so low in calories but so high in protein and fiber, you got a little bit of room to enjoy a glass of wine, have dessert with family, live a little, and have flexibility, because that matters too.
Just a little bite. One little bite won't hurt you.
But here's something you should definitely consider while losing weight on GLP-1s. You should lift weight, in my opinion. I know a lot of you struggle to get into a regular exercising routine, but it is so important, especially as we age, for you to lift weight. I have a client right now who couldn't walk because he was waiting for knee surgery, so he was just stuck in bed for a couple months. And the day he finally got cleared to train again, he was so grateful. And it reminded me that there are people out there that can't do what we can do today, and we get everything to have the ability to move like we can move. So working out shouldn't feel like a chore, it's honestly a privilege because one day all of us will also lose the ability to move like we can move now. And when that day comes, we would probably wish we'd do more because the more we use our body, the longer we can keep it.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I think the biggest obstacles to working out consistently or getting in a consistent workout routine is that a lot of programs are too demanding. They're either too long or too hard because personal trainers, they give crazy bodybuilding splits. That is too much sometimes. But if you don't want to be a bodybuilder and just want to feel stronger and be a little bit more confident taking your shirt off, you can do half as much as those bodybuilding splits and still get life-changing results. And if you want help starting to get into a consistent workout routine or help creating a diet that you can stick with that will deliver results, whether you're on GLP-1s or not, I can personally help you with that. You can apply for coaching in the first link in the description. So here's the thing a lot of people don't realize. You can lose 30 pounds and look lean and toned, but you can also lose 30 pounds and look skinny fat. And you can be the same weight, same body fat percentage, but have completely different look. And why, you're probably wondering? It's because of muscle. People at the same body fat percentage can look completely different based on how much muscle they carry. That's another reason why lifting weight matters so much. And if you're curious of what different body fat percentage actually look like based on muscle mass, this video will give you a real visual example. It will give you a realistic idea of what you can expect when the weight comes off based on what you're doing now. Second link in the description is for all the recipes and the shopping list for the meals in this video. The first link is if you want to work with me one-to-one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay healthy, keep thriving, and I hope I see you over there. Peace.